my kid's gay and I'm okay. I love you more each day. My kid's gay and I'm okay. You don't have to change. You don't have to hide. You're my kid. You're my pride. My kid's gay and I'm okay.
Hi, I'm Karen, and thank you for joining me this week on My Kid's Gay and I'm Okay. I went out to dinner last week with some friends, and someone I've known for at least 40 plus years, who's always been super friendly, super nice, was there. And for the first time in my life, this person shunned me. And I kind of did a double take. At first, I didn't think they heard me. So I repeated myself, and they looked at me, and then they looked away. And then I realized my relationship with them had shifted somehow. This person's very religious, and I've always respected them in their religious beliefs and always found them to be a very kind person. And I admired them greatly for those two qualities. And then I realized it's probably the podcast and the book and the outspokenness and standing up for and speaking for the LGBTQ plus community. And it made me think of the Birdcage, Nathan Lane, when his wig falls off and Gene Hackman's character is appalled that, this is not a woman, but a man. And he's repulsed. He's freaking out. And Nathan Lane, it hit when he says, I'm the same person. What's changed? And Gene Hackman couldn't tell him. He's just looking at him. And that always hits me when people find out, oh, so-and-so's gay, or, this person's gay. I don't want them around, or, they treat them differently. Nothing changed. Just you changed. So I just felt it was important to share, as allies, we aren't on the firing line as much as the LGBTQ plus community, but we still get a lot of pushback as well for our stance and speaking up and being supportive. And it just comes with the territory. I wouldn't change a thing. My kid's always apologizing. She's like, Mom, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, hey, if that's all it took, it wasn't much of a friendship. And that's why I look at this person too. If that's all it took for you to know about me, it had much of a friendship to begin with. You weren't the stable, kind, loving, supportive friend I thought you were. So good luck to you. And I'm making new friends, every day I make a new friend somewhere. So I want people who have my back, whether I'm in the room or not. That's how I operate. And that's what I want from people. And if you need to be petty and throw me under the bus when I'm not present, and you're only tolerating me when I'm in your presence, I deserve better than that. And so do you. You deserve better than that. So good luck to you. It was very obvious. I'll always put my best foot forward. I'll treat this person with respect. Whatever issues they have, that's on them. It's not on me. I won't match pettiness with pettiness. Sometimes you want to. But you gotta be the bigger person and be the better person. And if you want people to respect you, you have to treat them with respect. I like to be kind. I like to be treated kindly. And I expect the same in return. But good luck. But yeah, that happens. It is what it is, right? Not my first rodeo either. It's not the first time this has happened. And it won't be the last, as we all know. But for a parent who's new with an alphabet kid, this happens. And you didn't do anything wrong. And your kid didn't do anything wrong. Your kid's just existing. How the world sees your kid is what's wrong. That's what's wrong. Kid didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. As a matter of fact, I was just talking to a mom last night. She shared something personal about her kid. And she said, I'm trying to work through it. And she goes, I still love him. I said, of course you do. And she talked for a while. And I said, I'm going to share something with you. And she said, yeah. And I go, you created a space for your kid to be very open and honest with you. And that is great. You don't have to always understand their journey, but you created this space where they're open and honest with you. You're a really good mom for doing that. That is fantastic what you're doing. And she goes, well, thank you. And then she looked at me. She goes, I needed to hear that. I go, I know. We do need to be told we're good moms from time to time, don't we? So you may not always understand your kid's journey, just like your folks didn't understand your journey, or your kids. Other people don't have to understand your journey. It's yours, and they're on their own. And we just love and support each other. That's what we got. So like I said, it's going to be short and sweet today. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you about this person. I would never, if you had told me that this person would have treated me this way or any human being this way, I would have told you no way. No way will they ever treat someone like that, because that's not in their nature. And it was very eye-opening for me. So not my loss. But anyway, I hope this has helped somebody who needs it. Like I said, I experienced this quite a bit when my daughter very first came out, and then it kind of has tapered off. But I know with the podcast and being a public speaker and standing up as an ally, it's getting a little bit more common with a handful of people. It's still just a handful of people. But I thought that maybe it was time that I did a little segment on that so that other parents who are experiencing it just knows you didn't do anything wrong. Your kid didn't do anything wrong. And their insecurities is not your problem. And they'll justify their bad behavior. If I asked her, really pushed her, said, what's up with this? I already kind of know what she'd say. It's not my problem. It isn't. It's not my kid's problem. It's a her problem, them problem. So anyway, like I said, I hope this has helped you. I'd like to get another parent on here. So if you're a parent of an alphabet kid and you'd like to be my guest, reach out to me, okay? Because I'd love for us to be able to talk. And if you have ways that you've worked with it, I had Liz Dyer and Sarah Cunningham on it about a couple months ago. Man, time flies when you're having a good time, doesn't it? And they were just so helpful because they're even further along in the journey. And they are fantastic. If you guys are losing a church or anything like that, reach out. They both wrote books and they are both Christian-based women. So feel free to buy their books. I've got a book, My Kid's Gay and I'm Okay. It's available on Amazon and Goodreads, of course, the podcast. So subscribe and that way you can be part of this community as well. Drop a comment if you want. If you feel comfortable with that. If you don't, that's okay too. And everything's confidential as the internet can be, as we all know. But it is what it is. We're in this journey together. We're traveling it by ourselves, but we're on it together at the same time. And we're going to get to our destination in different ways. And that's what it's all about. But I'm here for support and I'm here to learn. And I'm also here to teach. So I hope this has helped somebody. You have a great day. For the person who blew me off, okay, I forgive you. Anyway, Jiminy Christmas. I just never thought it would happen, not from that person. So, but hug your kids. Let them know you love them and hug yourself too. So have a good one. I hope this has helped somebody. I know I keep repeating that, but I do. I hope that this has helped you somehow. Share this with somebody and subscribe so you don't miss the next podcast. And hopefully I'll get some really cool guests on really, really soon. So take care and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.